Hello everyone, Kamatz here. In this video I'm going to be showing you the new ZeroHour Relic XR2. It is both a flashlight and a power bank. It can be charged by USB-C and it can also charge USB-C devices. You can see I have it here, right next to some other flashlights that I own. All of these I have purchased with my own money. This is definitely not a sponsored video. So if you're familiar with any of these other lights, you can see the size comparison between them. The Anchor light is the first light I bought that ran off of lithium-ion batteries, and I bought it because I didn't have a lithium-ion charger at the time. And this has a built-in charger, just like the Relic. However, the Boulder runs off of micro USB, and the Relic runs off of USB-C, which is why I was interested in it. Also, the Boulder cannot charge other devices where the Relic XR2 can, as I said at the beginning. So let's clear out the rest of these lights and take a closer look at the Relic XR2. Okay, so to start off with, the Relic XR2 does come with its own battery. It is a ZeroHour branded IMR 18650 battery. Now, I don't have it in the flashlight right now because I am testing a Samsung battery that I recently got. Since this is my second 18650 flashlight, the Anchor Boulder being the first one, I figured I'd start investing in some good quality batteries. While this ZeroHour battery is a good battery, I'm not able to order them because they don't have them in stock yet. So I went with Samsung batteries based on some recommendations from the community. The Relic also comes with this USB adapter, which takes USB-C, and obviously you can plug it in here, but it also has this port on the side where you can plug in other USB devices that aren't necessarily USB-C to charge those as well. And that's all done from the charging port, which is on the side here under this waterproof cover. It is IPX8 rated, and you can see the USB-C charging port right there. It also has a status light, so when you turn on the flashlight, it tells you what the battery level is. It changes color between green, red, and blinking red to indicate the level of the battery, which is kind of nice. It'll be blinking blue when it's charging from a power supply, and it'll be solid blue when it's actually charging another device, which I'll show you here in a second. Now, the ring right above the charging port is actually the function ring. This can be used to change which function the flashlight is in and the brightness of the flashlight, which is pretty cool. It actually reminds me a lot of my Surefire T1A Titan with its variable output. As you can see, I can just kind of crank it up and get more and less output. This has a very similar function to that, where if you turn it on, and bypass that, so that's the low output, and you can just keep on turning it up until it gets brighter and brighter and totally washes out the camera. Yeah! You can also access the modes from the tail switch by doing different kind of clicks. And this is a mechanical tail switch, so when you turn this off, it does disconnect power from the battery, which is nice. So I'll go ahead and put the specifications up right here. And you can see that the flashlight is rated from 10 lumens at lowest to 2000 lumens at highest. And you can see all the other various specifications for this flashlight. The most interesting feature for me is the fact that I can charge other devices via USB-C. I usually have this attached to my backpack for work with this included pouch that it comes with that attaches nicely to the side of my backpack with this strap. This saves me from having to carry a USB power bank to charge my phone if it gets low during the day. I can just pull out the flashlight, charge it off of that, and then charge back up the flashlight when I get home, or use it as a flashlight. It's one less device to have to carry with me since I'm already carrying a flashlight anyway. So let me show you the USB-C charging functionality. Bring in this cable. So we'll turn the function ring to position 2. Click the tail cap to turn on the power, and plug in charger. You can see that it is charging off of the light. Now I'd like to actually take it apart for you guys to see how it's made. Just clear out some of this other stuff. And just so you know, I do carry this light, which is a titanium through night something. I can't remember the model. I'll put it in here, around here for you. But this is what I usually carry on my keychain. Runs off of one AAA battery. Anyway, let's start taking this thing apart. So those are the parts. Let me go ahead and put it all back together really quickly. I'm going to fast forward it in the edit and then we'll continue on. I've been using this flashlight for about 2 weeks now. I've gone through several different charge cycles of this battery, which was the ZeroHour battery that came with it. So I have used this to charge my phone when it was almost dead. It was down to about 1/4 battery life, and it charged it back up to 3/4 battery life before it shut off. Now the flashlight still worked. It still had power to run the light and operate as a flashlight, but it refused to put out any additional power for charging other devices. I think this might just be a limit so that charging another device doesn't take away the ability to have a flashlight. And you can see that my phone actually has a 3200 milliamp hour battery in it. And if this battery is 3100 milliamp hours with losses and whatnot that you would have for the DC to DC converter in the flashlight, plus the DC to DC converter inside the phone, plus I was actually using the phone on and off during its charge cycle, it definitely makes sense that it would only put out about 50% worth of battery recharge during that cycle. I'd also like to note that the battery wasn't even fully charged when I started charging my phone. I had used it as a flashlight prior to charging my phone. Considering the size and weight of this, and not having to carry another battery bank and having high quality 18650 batteries that I can charge both in the flashlight and actually out of the flashlight, I do have a lithium-ion charger now. This is a lot more useful for me. Some people might think, I'll just carry a power bank and that's fine. There are a lot of different flashlights out there that are very good flashlights that have some of the features, maybe even more features than this guy does, but that don't charge other devices. I got this, actually backed it on Kickstarter, mainly because it charges other devices. I'm not affiliated with ZeroHour. I have other things from them, like this pen, which is also ZeroHour. I've had for a while. It takes a Fisher Space Pen refill, and this yet another different pen, which is a more recent Kickstarter that they did. This one I actually carry on my keychain along with this through night flashlight. And both the flashlight and the small pen come in handy. Quite often I'll end up where I need a pen that can write on almost anything, and this pen with the Fisher Space Pen refill does a good job with that. The flashlight is good, runs off of a AAA battery, and all of these are titanium because I like titanium and they're lightweight. I have more videos coming up with other technology like this cool thing. I'm not going to bother explaining what it is, but it's really neat and works great. So if you're interested in seeing those, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. That's all for now.